my man, Ozzy here, man. Look at this beautiful Pete right here. Can you talk about your build a little bit?
Yeah, this is a 2005 379 with the C15 Acer in it, 550 horsepower, 336 rear ends.
Let's walk it.
I've done everything myself in house between my driveway and my cousin's shop. Been very fortunate to have that, but we went with 12 gauge air ride, Valley Chrome bumper, RLK visor with a little bit of modification. I've got all glass watermelon lights. I got truck boxes on, Dynaflex stack 6-inch with Y pipe. We got Hog-built 80-inch half fenders, and then I just recently did the interior. I put a new fiberglass floor in it, just kind of keeping the truck a little old school at the same time modern. You know, it's a 2005, so I can only go so old school with it before it looks goofy. So that's just kind of my look. I've always been into the classic truck, so that's kind of the theme that we went with.
I love it, man. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. Tell us about your build, brother.
Yeah, it's 1999 Kenworth. It has a cat engine, C3406E model. The body itself has about 2.4 million miles on the body, and engine itself, it's been overhauled already before I purchased the truck myself. But it was, I think it was overhauled at 800,000. So I have, 1.4. If it has 2.2 on the body, I got 1.4 on the overhaul. So
I got you.
And it's still running strong. So I'm just gonna keep doing it till I feel like it's time, because I don't think it's time yet.
I heard that. I love it. Let's walk around. Talk about it a little bit.
Yep. So this is I can hold it. This is it's all been redone in the interior, all done in house between myself, family, and help from friends. But it's all original interior. Actually, if you look closely, it's just painted vinyl and the plastic as well. But it's all original. The only difference in the interior is the floor and the seats. Other than that, everything else is the original. And the seat in the back, the sofa, that's original as well, except I reposted it, but that's it. Had a lot of help from buddies, but you could say 90% of the work I did it myself, interior and exterior of the truck.
Really? All I gotta say, you man, you a bad mother trucker, baby.
Appreciate that, man.
I love it, man. What's going on, mother truckers? Welcome to the Asian My Show. I'm with my man E-Man. I'm with my man Ozzy. How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good. Yourself? Good.
Man, we've been talking off camera this whole week. These two sexy ass trucks are theirs. But there's the thing about them. They're humble, they're young, and they want to see this industry thrive, man. So really, I just want to talk to you guys, man. Getting closer a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your experience, what you're doing. E-Man, go ahead first, brother.
You hold it? All right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I guess I can just tell you a little bit of my story, how we got started. We're second generation, truck drivers. So we came up from our parents, for driving, and ask me specific questions, man. I've never done an interview.
How old are you, brother?
I'm 30.
30 years
Yep.
old? Hey, Ozzy, how old are you?
I'm 24.
20?
Yeah.
God dang it, man. 24 years old? I wasn't doing shit with my life at 24 years old, man. You guys are doing good. At 30 years old, man, we talked off camera.
Yep.
You got a fleet of trucks?
No, well, I got one truck, but I got my authority about a year ago, and I have 6 trucks leased on with me.
6 trucks leased on with you, man.
Yep.
Any advice for people that want to start a fleet, that want to get into this and do it right? Anything that you could think of, brother?
Basically, just get good experience, because if you're gonna become a truck driver or anything like that, it's not just about driving the truck. You have to be an accountant because you gotta know how to manage your time and your money. You gotta be a mechanic because you have to be willing to get your hands dirty if you're gonna own your own truck, and just have passion for it. And that's about it.
Man, hey, I love it, man. That's what we're about, just the motivation, man. Ozzy, so how long you been in the game, brother?
I started when I was 18, so it's been 6 years now. I started hauling steel. I did that for a couple years, and then we hooked on a step deck. Same company, just different routine. I've been doing that since.
6 years already?
Yeah.
So, I mean, generational trucker here? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. We're same, same family. It's a family tradition. We grew up around it. We both kind of had different things in mind after high school, but somehow got drugged back into it. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we do well, and we enjoy every part of it now.
That's what's up. Do you recommend trucking for people that are new in this game? They might be young, they might be old, but they're the first truck driver in their family.
Absolutely. I mean, when our parents started, someone had to start it. You don't just basically. There's always got to be a start somewhere, and someone who wants to start and not have any background of trucking, it's definitely possible. It's all in how far you want to go. You can be a driver, you can be an owner operator. I get asked all the time is, hey man, what does it take to be an owner operator? And I will tell them every time is, well, I think you should focus first on being a driver for someone, getting the feel of it. I'd hate to see guys go out and invest on all this equipment and not liking it. That's that. You want to put yourself in a hole right away. We were very fortunate, like I said, to already have it in the blood, and we were given a boost. We got a job hooked up right when we started. Basically just getting hooked up with the right guy. That's what it takes.
Hell yeah, you guys seem like the right guys. So if someone wants some experience, they want to jump on, I mean, how much experience do they need for them to jump on with your guys' team?
We both drive two different companies, but with us, it's probably a couple years of experience.
Couple years?
Yeah.
You man, same?
Yeah, I mean, as far as you're starting from ground zero with no experience, I think the best way to learn would be to, if you have the time and let's say money that you can take 3-4 months off, so you can roll with somebody who's been doing it. I think 3-4 months of experience that way would be probably the best way, in my opinion.
No, I love
that.
it.
That's how I got started. I started with my dad. He drove with me for my first 3 months. Just to make sure everything was going to get done the right way. And ever since then, I've never had issues. Getting stuck somewhere where I shouldn't be, just because you take on somebody else's experience that they've had it for. They've had 34 years in the industry or whatever it is, and you take that in. If you're starting from zero and you just want to jump in a truck 2 weeks later, you're gonna run into a lot of issues.
I hear you, and they always say you need to save a little bit of money before you buy a truck. So if a company driver is watching this now and they feel that they're ready, do you guys recommend a certain amount of money they maybe should save up?
I mean, it's always good to have a backup plan for sure. But it all depends, what type of work you're doing. Because if you're doing it and you start right, it won't take much for you to start making some money. So you can start saving up, as long as you're going to be responsible, obviously. But yeah, I mean, just a little bit, but not
saving money is
thoughts,
I mean, saving money is something you want to do, whether you're in the trucking industry or any industry. Unfortunately, the way that this world is set up now is, you gotta save up for anything. I mean, you gotta be ready for anything. We don't. This world's kind of like a wild card. It just kind of comes at you, and you really don't know what's gonna come next. We're all just kind of going day by day. And I think with everything, whether you're a truck driver, a banker, or you work at a grocery store, saving money.
I love it, man. And the big one, how the hell you guys so humble, man? how you so humble, Ozzy? Seriously, man.
I was very fortunate to grow up with the parents I had. My dad, his dad, and uncle back at home. They've taught us a lot. And one thing that we've always seen in them is they've been down here, they've been in the middle, they've been, I wouldn't say up top better than anybody, but they're in a really good place now. And they're the same guy. I mean, you've met them since we were little, and now they're the same guys. And I think we're really well respected back at home for it. You come to shows like this, and you know, nobody turns their back on you just because you are who you are, and that's it. Nobody's here for an image.
I love it, man. I love it. E-Man, how you feeling? Why are you so damn humble, brother?
I don't know, man. I can't. It's my personality, I guess. You know, I don't like to act better than anybody else. You know, life's a roller coaster. You can be up here, you can be down here one day, and you know, you just gotta stick, you know, true to yourself.
I love it, man. So, you know, last question. I see you guys doing some flatbed, some step deck. I mean, people that want to get in that game. Any short advice for them for wanting to do this type of trucking? You know?
I mean, it's a great line of work. I've pretty much done flatbed since I got started, and you know, I don't have plans of doing anything else. It's just I like driving, but I also like when I stop, I have something to do. You know, just to change up the routine a little bit. So, you know, just be smart. You know, have some common sense. So, you know, depending what you got as a load, it's going to require, you know, a little bit of thinking, just so, you know, you make sure you get it strapped down right. And that's pretty much it. You know, just secure your loads, be smart, and you know, you won't have issues.
I love it. Ollie?
Yeah, like you said, you know, if it don't feel right, don't haul it. If you have questions, you always ask them, and I'll say that because you're not only going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt someone else's family. So if it don't feel right, ask questions. And if you see someone that needs a help on how to tie something down, just think, maybe you don't think of them, maybe you laugh at them or whatever. And I get that, you know, some people are like, holy crap, like how could someone be driving that and think it's okay? But you don't think of that. If you're not going to think of that, think of your family. I mean, your family could be on the road and it could hurt them. So always tell them, hey man, from personal experience, I think you should do this and that, and then it's up to them if they want to take the advice.
I love it. I love it. So at the end of the day, who you want to shout out, Evan?
Shout out to my wife and my 3 little girls. I got 3 girls and love them to death, so shout out to them.
That's what's up. Ozzy?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my parents first for giving me everything I've got, giving me all the tools to be successful. And then I want to give a shout out to my wife for continuing to do the same as my parents, supporting me, even though sometimes I got some crazy ideas. I got a boy coming in June. I'm really excited about that, and I'm ready to pass on everything I've been taught myself. So
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.